Hi. Welcome to Pardon My Frenchie. This is me, 143. If you don't have a friend, you have one now. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Valentine's Day edition of Pardon My Frenchie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. I am happy to see everybody. Hello, 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 hello to the moderator. Let me adjust here so everybody can see everything here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Valentine's Day. If you're here celebrating Valentine's Day with us, I'm happy that you're here. This is our Saturday and this is our fun day. So, welcome. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. If you're here, type in the chat, say hello, hello, hello. Again, Saturdays are our fun days. Oh, Patty's here too. Yay, Patty. Come here. Rosie's here too. Come on, Rosie. Rosie just hopped up here. Rosie's going to say hello. Happy Valentine's Day, Rosie. She's got her Valentine's Day collar on. Everybody's here. Hello, Rosie. Oh, Dave's here too. Look at Rosie. Say hello. Rosie's confused by all the Valentine's Day balloons. Everybody is in the Valentine's Day spirit. Hello, hello, hello. Nope, do not hit the camera. Sit. But we are here and everybody's all happy. It is Valentine's Day. We are happy that you're here. So Saturday, just kind of a reminder. Evidently it is the Rosie show today. So Saturday, 7 o'clock, the live shows are kind of our fun shows. Tuesday, the live shows are the pet loss support shows. Let's see here. I know. I was a few minutes late, so I do apologize. Yes. I'm normally on time. I was running a little bit behind because of Valentine's Day. We all had a nice little family lunch at one of my favorite places today. So, which I'll go into that a little bit later. But so you can see that the potato is front and center for the live tonight. This is a first for her to like to sit on here. So, but yes, we had a very nice Valentine's Day dinner at one of my very favorite restaurants. Go every year. I make a point of it to go to. I may have to move you over in a little bit, so it's not just the Rosie Potato show tonight, and I don't know. I think Coco is under the couch somewhere, but anyways, so yeah. So again, today's going to be our kind of our fun days today, and yes, which you know what I must say though, she for being center of attention today, she is awfully pretty though, right? She's awfully pretty, so you got to give her that. And she was so excited, and so was Coco. Anytime we do these shows, anytime they know that I'm getting ready for these, they get right by the door and they're front and center, ready to to come and shine, to be on camera. So which makes me excited, because that means that they enjoy doing it. So there's no forced dog labor. No animals were harmed in the making of these productions. So as you can see, it's a joy that they like doing these just as much as I like doing these. So that's all that's important to me, that they're happy and we're happy, and that's all that is important. But anyway, so we some really fun things that we're going to talk about today, and I think, and it's interesting too, because I will mention that when Rosie is on camera, and we watch these back later on, she will sit and watch herself on YouTube, and she'll watch her videos, and she sits there for an awful long time and she stares at herself. So she does enjoy watching herself on TV. She enjoys watching herself. She enjoys watching TV anyways, which I've never really had a dog that enjoys watching TV like she does. So I do like that. But so shout out to all of everybody on Valentine's Day. Oh, there's Coco. Coco's under the table now. Shout out to Violet. Violet's out there with Dave and Patty. So happy Valentine's Day to Dave and Patty and Violet. And shout out to Noir. Happy Valentine's Day to Noir. Anybody else out there on the chat say hi? Oh, hey, Michelle. Oh, nope, you're not late at all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Rosie has decided to take center stage for right now until I will gently move her here in a minute. And happy Valentine's Day to Bubba as well. We're just getting started on our fun episode today. Glad that everybody is here. Like I said, these are our good ones today. These are just our laid back episodes, and just again, just lots of fun. And I hope that the more people that find our channel can join in and just join the community and know that, again, you don't have a friend, you can find more now too. And friends for all over the United States and all over the country. And it's just a blessing to know that there's so many more people out there that just come together with common goal. And New Zealand Beach was on Chicago News. Wow, that's interesting. I wonder why that was. That's interesting. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, we had such I was thinking today, because our weather, we're pretty cold, we're in technically winter, right? But it was almost 50 degrees today, and people are basically wearing Leo the cat ring a bell. Leo the cat ring a bell. I think that's a story I pulled for today. Patty, let me hang on. I think that's a story I pulled for today. Is that the one? I think that's the one you sent me. So Dave is on. Yay! Dave made it on. Wow, great. Dave is on. Wow, yay. So welcome, Dave. Dave is on, and his family too. Wonderful. Yay. So now we have Dave and Patty is on, and Michelle from New Zealand. Now Michelle from New Zealand has her dog Bubba, which we'll show him here in a bit too. Because in the minute I'm going to show some pictures as well. Because I printed off some pictures. But so we'll get started, and I've got some really, really cool things. But I think, Patty, what you're talking about is a story that I printed off. I think if it's a story I'm talking about, I think it's a story that I printed off that we'll talk about later on today, because I thought that was a really cool story as well. So, but yeah, if it's the same story, I think I printed that one off to talk about today. But anyway, so yeah, welcome. Yay. I'm glad, Dave, you figured it out. I'm glad you figured out how to get on and how to figure out the chat. So yay, I'm glad you're here. Yay. That makes me happy. The more the merrier. Wonderful. And as you can see, I was explaining, Rosie has taken center stage right now. She doesn't typically sit in front of the camera like this, but we're going to move her here in a couple of minutes. But the little potato has taken center stage for a couple of minutes, and then we will softly move her until we get more people on. So anyways, I will kind of move her right now, but she is going to move over to my couch over here. So I'm going to move that over there. So I will move her here. And So I will start on this, and I was gonna see if Lisa was gonna join in, but I'll wait on that for a second. But I will show this because Michelle sent this last week, so I will show this because Michelle in New Zealand. This is Bubba. This is her dog Bubba, and the beautiful Valentine's Day card that she made last week. So cute, so absolutely cute. Love it, love it, love it. So this is her dog Bubba. Absolutely cute. Love it, love it, love it. So happy Valentine's Day. And Coco just knocked my little thing over. Yes, absolutely love it. So this is her dog Bubba. Love it, love it, love it. Love, love, love. And okay, so here's my next one that I printed off for this week. So Dave in the Chicago area took Violet to the local flower shop and picked up some flowers for Valentine's Day because it is not just a Hallmark holiday. So Violet went shopping for Patty and they picked up some flowers for Valentine's Day. So they went and they got some flowers for Valentine's Day. So this is Violet. They went and picked up some flowers for Valentine's Day. So there you go. There's Violet and her flowers that they got for Patty for Valentine's Day. Very, very nice. And then I said that we went earlier today to we went to the every year we go to this restaurant. My favorite restaurant is called Buca di Peppa, and it's an Italian restaurant. They have this. It's it's Valentine's Day special. It's a heart-shaped lasagna and cannolis and stuff. It's like $55. But anyways, they have the cutest little heart-shaped lasagna, and they do this whole thing every year. I go. I love this place. It's fabulous. Anyway, so this is like the heart-shaped lasagna. Love this place. Absolutely love this place. And just anyway, so that's the lasagna that we had today. Go there every year. Make it I go there. I go there a lot anyways. So but anyways, another thing I will get to as well. Let me pop up. This was one. Where is it at here? Now this was Lola and Rosie. And I know my editor on I don't have a big editor on my video, but one of the people on my videos always gets mad at me for this because I should have cut my pictures, but I didn't. So this is Lola and Rosie in their kissing booth for Valentine's Day. So here in their Valentine's Day stuff with their kissing booth. So this is their little makeshift Valentine's Day. So that's them for Valentine's Day. Had to get them all ready for Valentine's Day. La-ti-da. Had to get them all spruced up for Valentine's Day. That's them. Now this was from last year. This was from last year from Valentine's Day, and this has the grand dog in there. So this has all the girls and Noir in there from last year, and all their red, in their Valentine's Day red. So you've got Noir in there, and then Lola, Rosie, and Coco. Yeah, so all the girls are in there in their red. So they're all and they're all so happy. Exactly. Big Ham on the far left. And I'll tell you what, she is a very Noir is a very, very good dog. She's a very, very, very good dog. And it is funny because we had one time. Okay, so funny story about Noir. So Noir, her and Rosie are like two peas in a pod, right? They love each other to death. They love each other to death, right? And Rosie constantly will stick her whole head, and they play constantly, and Rosie will stick her whole head in Noir's mouth. I mean, Noir again could probably snap her head like a walnut, and Rosie just has like zero fear on anything, right? And she just she just, you know, we had something, I probably some sort of raccoon or something, or groundhog or something living under our deck one time. And um and I put all the dogs outside to go, to go use the bathroom in our backyard, and whatever was living under the deck moved, and Noir, of course, the biggest dog out of the pack, like stopped, like froze, and freaked out. She like would not go onto that deck. And we had to like literally like put a leash on her to get her in and out of 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 the house. And it was just funny because the other dogs, it didn't bother them at all. But for being the biggest, like the biggest, strongest dog, she was the biggest scaredy cat of the group. And it just shows you, like these stigmas of these big scary stigmas of dogs. And she's like the biggest, scaredy cat of the group, but she's such a, she's just such a gentle, gentle little giant. She's such a good girl. So it just, yeah, again, she's just a wonderful, wonderful dog. And I think, again, it goes with, I always say too, it always goes with how you raise dogs. You can have the meanest Chihuahua in the world. You can have the meanest any kind of dog in the world. It's all how you raise dogs. We're a huge dog family, and it's how you raise your dogs, and you you just, it is. Now, I will say too, and I think there's there is some occasions where maybe there's bad inbreeding, and maybe there are some dogs that may have are born with bad, again, inbreeding, where they could have a screw loose, and it just could have a problem. But for the most part, I believe that if you raise dogs in a good environment, then you're going to have great dogs. But if if you're raising dogs to kill and this and that, then you're going to have bad dogs. Or if you don't socialize your dogs, you're going to have issues with your dogs. So um hop out. Right, exactly. And they're also, they're a misunderstood breed. Again, and it's funny because even like the moderator has a person in her apartment complex that the person constantly will be fearful of her dog, and the person that's fearful of her dog has a smaller dog that will be basically coming at the throat of 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 Noir. So the irony is interesting. So anyways, moving on with that. So our local, back to the Valentine's Day theme, our local shelter had a decorate dog treats for the shelter dogs, which was nice. And so my son and I went to the shelter, and you go, and they had all these different kind of dog treats, and they had big tables and stuff, and you went and you decorated all these little dog treats and put all like peanut butter and all sorts of things on these dog treats. And after you did that, then they took you around to all the different cages, and then this is a bigger picture. After you went around to all the different cages, then you went and you fed all the treats to the dogs, which was nice. And so it was nice. It was everybody got to socialize with the dogs, and they all got wonderful little dog treats. But it was also a nice event where people were able to go in and view the dogs. It's amazing. That's one cool thing about these shelters is they run so many different events. That events like these, they're small events, but they get people in the door. That's the biggest thing, is when you get people in the door, that's more. it's more foot traffic, and then, more opportunity for adoption, which is even nicer, right? So, um, which is, even nicer, because then, then more dogs get adopted. Now, this is the same shelter that will do the where people can take dogs home for like the holidays. You can go and you can pick out a dog and take them home for like Thanksgiving and Christmas, and they can spend time with your families, and they can get acclimated to like home life, and then they go back to the shelter. But with regards to that, then you could see how they interact with children and other animals and so forth. And it actually makes those dogs more adoptable, because then other people can see the reports on those dogs and be like, oh, okay, wow, that's great. We know that they spent time doing this and that, and it actually is a really, really successful program. A lot of people give it a lot of I don't know, backlash a little bit, because they're like, oh, these dogs think that they're going home, and then they get dropped back off at the shelter. But with that seems like that would be the case. However, the majority of those dogs get adopted right away. Well, I know, right? Exactly. And a lot of people don't return them. A lot of them are what they call foster fails, because a lot of these people that do these overnight, they call them sleepovers. A lot of these people have kids. And, how hard is it to bring a dog in when you have kids, and then take that dog away from the kid, right? I mean, I would have a challenging time. Say, I mean, you're gonna fall in love with it, especially if my thing, if you're doing that anyways, more than likely you're a dog person, and more than likely you're a dog or cat person. I keep leaving out cat people, but more than likely you're a dog or a cat person, and more than likely you're interested in adopting anyways. And if you have a kid that's like, yeah, they're not gonna want to give up that dog. I agree. It would be a fail. You're gonna, I mean, that's kind of how it was with Lola. I mean, we didn't go through that program, but they did that with Lola. They let us take Lola for, I think it was moderator. I think it was what, 2 or 3 days, and they said it was after 2 or 3 days. They said take Lola, and let us know if it works out, and if not, you can bring her back. And I didn't even know that was an option, like I would ever do that. But um, there was no way after a few days that I could do that. So Patty says on our last shelter visit, went just to look. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, how do you do that? It is hard. It is hard to just go and look at the shelters. It's you're again, especially if you know that you're looking for a new family member, more than likely you're gonna walk out with something. More than likely you're walking out with something. I mean, if oh, what did you send me on my phone? Hang on. Let's see. Oh, okay. So I don't know if you, okay. So this is, I got to cover up my phone so you don't see my credit cards. So Dave just sent me Max. This is Dave's dog, Max. Dave, how old is Max? So tell us how old Max is. And then, wait, now is this, and this is Dave's other dog oh, well, hang on. I make sure that nothing shows up on there. And this is his ChatGPT dog. That's his whipper. He's got a whippy. He's got a whippy dog. Dave's got a whippy dog too. I'm trying to. Oh, It doesn't come up quite in the light. He's got a whippy dog too. Um, yeah, so he's got a boxer and he's got a whippy dog. Um, I was gonna say, yeah, and then hang on, let me move here. Hang on. I will say too. I know, right? I will mention this. I did one of my Valentine's Day gifts because, and I was gonna save this for. Well, I no, I could. This is. I could. I guess I can classify this as my Frenchie find of the week, even though I didn't find it. It was given to me as my one of my Valentine's Day gifts, which I absolutely love. Is for the outside. Now, Rosie, this is an outside solar statue, and it's Frenchie solar statue, and it's a French bulldog, and it has a cigar in its mouth. Okay, and the cigar lights up. Hang on, who is that from? Well, it's from my Valentine. So, so hang on. So the cigar lights up, as you can see. So I love it, and it's solar, so it'll light up in the night. But anyway, so the reason why is because when Rosie runs around with a bone in her mouth. Okay, and the bone always looks like she's running around with a cigar in her mouth. So I always say that Rosie looks like she's running around with a cigar in her mouth. So this is a little outside statue with it looks like a cigar. Is that not cute? Right? I Dave said, "Is that one of my old cigars?" Yes. Isn't that cute though? I thought that was so cute. I love it. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it. So there's that. And then, oops, jeez, they don't drop it. And then I have this big, I there's this big Valentine's Day Frenchie card. This was a Frenchie find. I found this actually at one of the stores too. It's a big Frenchie Valentine's Day card. It's like huge. So I thought that that was adorable too. So that is one of the big Frenchie finds of the week. So there's that. And I didn't know she still has not come on yet. So I don't know if she's going to come on yet or not. But my friend Lisa from Stuart, Florida, she sent this, and this was very beautiful. Very, very nice. Very beautiful. So if she does come on later, I'll show it on again. But this is very, very beautiful. So I got this too. This is very, very nice. So very, very lucky. Very nice. And I bought a bunch of balloons and flowers, but I bought those for me. So yay for me. And if anybody wanted to, because I know, right? The card was so cute. I thought that was so, so, so cute. But going back to, Patty had mentioned that there was the cat from New Zealand that was, oh, here. Well, I was going to say I guess I could show that later, but the, my friend that sent the treats from Stuart, Florida, that's my friend from Stuart, Florida that sent that box. Isn't that nice? So nice. Love her. We've been friends since we've been 4 years old. So very, very long time. So God love her. Beautiful, beautiful person. Anyway, so Patty was talking about, yeah. Dave says, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know she should fly us. She's a pilot. Yeah, she better fly us there. So Michelle, you'll like this story. Patty sent this to me, and this is a great, great story. Okay. So Patty sent this to me, and it's a cat story. So should probably put my glasses. A cat named Leonardo da Vinci does not want to steal your affection. He wants to steal your underwear. And so here's the cat, right? So this is a cat in New Zealand. Okay, so the cat named Leonardo da Vinci does not want to steal your affection. He wants to steal your underwear. Okay, so this is a story that was on TV in New Zealand, and you'll have to bear with me because I have to put on my glasses for a quick second. So don't make fun of me. Most most cat owners dread their pets bringing home mice or birds, but for the owners of one feline in New Zealand, there's a worse shame, being the accomplice to an unstoppable one cat crime. He's a laundry pinching. He's he's laundry pinching. He he's laundry pinching from clotheslines and bedrooms from beachside neighborhoods. Has turned He has turned 15-month-old Leo into a local celebrity and earned him a new. He's sorry. He's it's. I'm trying to paraphrase all this so I don't so I don't get in trouble. So he's turned him into a local celebrity. He now goes by Leonardo da Vinci. He's got an expensive taste. His frequent his frequent hauls include silk boxer shorts, thick men's work socks, and he steals clothespins still attached. So he takes them off of clotheslines. Okay. Um, he stole a brand new New Zealand $300 cashmere sweater. Uh, it says, my daughter was homesick and she rang me at work saying, it's bad, it's bad. This was the worst thing he's brought in. It's really bad, said Leo's owner, because it was beautiful. It was, oh, can I keep it? But I couldn't. And that was the cashmere sweater. Instead, the neighborhood, in, instead, these owners turned to the neighborhood's WhatsApp to return Leo's stolen goods to their rightful owners. And and the message includes, "Are these your undies?" Ah, but the stash kept piling up: socks, underwear, and even 5-foot stuffed snakes. One record-setting day, Leo returned with 9 items, enough for a full outfit. He brought in a jersey this morning at 10 a.m. The shops hadn't even opened. With dozens of items unclaimed, the embarrassed owner took to her search for Leo's victims' wider. Uh, uh, yeah, I'm sorry. The embarrassed owner took to her search for Leo's victims wider this month, posting photos of his hauls to a local Facebook page, along with an apology and her address. Those who showed up to claim their belongings included a woman who recognized her pink and purple underpants and a boy whose beloved missing sports jersey. Um, wow. All of the neighbors think that he's amazing, she said, and some of them are quite put out that their stuff hasn't actually been stolen yet. Wow. Let's see. He only wants stuff that he shouldn't have, she said. And he might he might teach other cats to do this, is what she's afraid is going to happen. Leo's life of crime began when he was first allowed outdoors a year ago, but his family hopes he's just in his juvenile phase, and he hopes that he'll grow out of it. So here's a picture of all the stuff that this cat, let me take my glasses off. Here's a picture of all the stuff that this cat has stolen so far, on top of underwear and everything else. But they put things on Facebook and everything else, trying to get things. But he steals things off of clotheslines and brings them back in. So this is what you have roaming around, Michelle, in New Zealand, and it's in that it's in Auckland, Auckland. That's where this cat's located. So if you have things out on your clothesline, you might see them. you might see this cat roaming around. So be on the lookout. It's a very pretty cat too. So just be on the lookout for this guy. Yeah, I think that's the story that you were talking about. I'm pretty sure. But anyways, so yeah, that was very, very interesting on that one. Mm. So moving on, moving on, moving on. What exactly? Oh, Michelle said we did have a cat next door that stole shoes. Wow. Wow. Yeah, well, I mean, dogs do it all the time. Dogs take stuff all the time. I guess it would make sense, right? I guess it would make sense. I mean, yeah, I make it totally would make sense. Yeah. So I pulled some interesting fun facts as well. Valentine's Day wasn't always romantic. Valentine's Day named after Saint Valentine's Day, but there was a twist. Historians believe that there might have been more to Valentine's Day than just Valentine's Day. Let's see. Um, he allegedly secretly, let's see. One popular legend says that the reign of Saint Claudius II, a young soldiers were banned from getting married because the emperor believed single men should be made better warriors. He allegedly secretly performed marriages for couples in love. When he discovered that he was when he discovered that they were getting married, they were then arrested and then executed, and then turning them into a symbol of Valentine's Day was turned into a symbol of love and devotion. Good God! So I guess if you were trying to get married, you were getting arrested and then executed. So that's wow. That's wow. Wait, swimming with sharks and whales? Who's swimming with sharks and whales? Oh God. I don't like big sharks. Are we swimming with big sharks? I don't know if I want to swim with big sharks. I'll swim with whales. Hmm. I'd like to see whales. I'd like to see whales out there. So did everybody have a decent Valentine's Day today? Everything's so quiet. Everybody's sleeping on the couch. All the dogs are sitting here sleeping on the couch. Yeah. Valentine's Day isn't just for couples anymore. Millions of pet owners buy Valentine's for their dogs and cats every year, from heart-shaped treats to themed toys and even special outfits. Retailers like Petco, PetSmart, and Chewy release full Valentine's collections just for your pets. Some pets get gifts than humans. Custom treats, gourmet treats, photo shoots, matching pajamas. At this point, your dog may have better Valentine's Day than you do, which I think is true too, because a lot of people are just investing more in their animals, which is true. Um, I what, what yes. Oh, Michelle says great white sharks. You get a lot of great white sharks? Oh no. Like big great white sharks? Oh no. Bubba got nothing. What? Oh, not even not even special treats. Rosie's looking at me like, you know what? Rosie's looking at me like, I don't, I didn't get anything. Come here. Rosie's looking at me like, I didn't get anything either. Although I don't, I wonder how long of a plane ride that would be. Um, yeah, right. Patty says maybe Leo the cat will bring Bubba over something. Probably. Looks like he'll bring over underwear and everything else. Mm, this was an interesting one. You think Valentine's Day is all roses and romance? Think it again. February 14th is reportedly one of the most common days for breakups. Why? Because the pressure is intense. Expensive gifts, big expectations, romantic social media posts. If a relationship is already struggling, Valentine's Day can magnify every crack. For some couples, it's a day they realize this isn't working. Nothing says it's over quite like breaking up on the most romantic day ever. Well, that's fun. That's real fun. Hmm. That's a great one. Nothing. Oh wait. Now, Michelle, have you ever done like cage diving? Have you ever done like the great white cage diving? That would be scary. I don't know. I would watch it from the boat, I think. I don't know if I would get in the cage and do it. I mean, I think sharks are beautiful creatures. I just don't know if I would get in a cage with one of them. I think God put them in the water and me on the boat for a reason. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, yeah, great white cage. Yeah, I've seen that too. I've seen like great white cage diving go wrong too before. Don't hang your drawers outside. Looked. Oh, have you really? Michelle says she's looked at a shark in the eye, like in. Oh, so you've done that before? Oh wow. Oh no 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 no. Yeah, that wouldn't. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, maybe that's. I guess maybe that's if I guess maybe if that's if you grew up and yeah, if I maybe if you've grown up like close to like the water and stuff and you're used to if that's something that like you're used to, that would be more I guess normal. You know what I mean? Like that would be something that would be like no big deal. Maybe if we grew up in Florida or something where we're more close to the oceans and stuff like that, it wouldn't be any big deal. But yeah, I don't know. That would scare the hell out of me. You're braver than I am. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could do that at all. Now, were you in a cage or were you outside of a cage or I don't know. That would scare the heck out of me. Yeah, that wouldn't. Yeah, that would. Mm-mm. The first recorded Valentine's message is believed to have been sent from prison. In 1415, Charles, Duke of Orleans, was captured during the Battle of Agincourt and imprisoned in the Tower of London. While there, he wrote a romantic poem to his wife. In it, he referred to her as the Maîtresse douce Valentine, my very sweet Valentine. That letter is considered one of the earliest known Valentine's message, and it still exists today in a manuscript collection in the British Library. So technically, Valentine's poetry may have started behind bars. Oh, you were in a cage. Ooh, is Rosie making that noise? No, that's Coco. Are you talking about like the piggy noise or whatever? That's Coco. No, Coco is the one that snorts. Oh, wow. Yeah, yeah, You're braver than I am. You're braver than I am. I could not do that. Mm-mm. Oh, see, I would love to do whale watching. Michelle said that she's been whale watching before too from a boat. I would love to do whale watching. That would be one on my list. I would love to do that. That would be very, very cool. Absolutely cool. Absolutely cool. Here. Conversation hearts have been around since 1866. They were created by Daniel Chase, who invented a machine that could press words onto candy. His brother Oliver Chase has already founded the company that would later become Necco. Originally, candies were larger and came with longer sayings. Married in white, you have chosen right. How long shall I have to wait? Over time, they became small, pasty pastel hearts we know today with short phrases like "Be mine, kiss me, love you." Hmm. Wow. So all these. Oh, Michelle says she went through a phase of fearful adventures. Not now, though. Well, you know what? I think we get to that. I think we all go through that time, right? Finding Nemo. Yeah, I think we do. I think we all go through that time, right? I think we all do. We go through that time where it's like, yeah, this seems really cool and fun, and we live on the edge, and then we you know you know I think that that's on all of our bucket lists. I know Dave has talked about that too, going to like doing like an Alaska cruise or going to Alaska. That would be so much fun. Um, right? It's like, and I bet whale watching in Alaska would be wonderful. And they do these wonderful Alaska cruises. My one friend Kim just did an Alaskan cruise, and they're really honestly they're not that expensive, and you can go for I think like I don't know 7 or 10 days or whatever, and they the whale watching and everything is just amazing, absolutely amazing. And I believe the one that she went on, you're on the huge cruise boat or whatever, but then they put you on these smaller boats and you go out there and you just see all these. It's just amazing. It's amazing what they get to go see, and totally worth it. Totally worth it. Um, but yeah, I would love to go out and see whales and do that. I just like I say, you're braver than I am. I don't know if I would do the whole shark thing. Somebody that I work with had just they had done the shark dives, and they weren't in a cage or anything. They were just out swimming with the sharks, and um, it was that's again that's a bit much for me. Um, Dave says people break up because they are out of money, and it's easier to break up and then admit you're broke. That's true. Well, you know what? Money is a huge. Finances are always like a number one for people to break up, right? I mean, that's always the one of the a huge like divorce topic. People break up over you know finances, over problems with you know other relationship stuff, but money's a huge breakup thing. Um, but I mean, unfortunately, now with the way that everything costs so damn much, it, you know, it, it's hard even when you have kids. Yeah, and the older your kids, get, the more expensive everything is, and the more they want, and I mean, it's not easy. Lord knows it's not easy. Um, and Michelle says life is short. Life is short. It is. It's if life is short, it's like go for the opportunities, and um, it's there's this. It's interesting because there's this one uh, person at my work that she's actually leaving our company because she wants to focus on going back to school and so forth. And um, it's a bold step. It's a bold step to step away from the security of your job to go to school. And our she's in her 20s and so forth, and our job and so forth where we work, I mean, we're a very, very good company. And she was telling me that her mom was kind of upset by it. And I told her, I said, it's as long as your feet hit the floor, you have the ability to make money, right? And so we're in that mentality where sometimes we're in this fear bubble that, and yeah, the economy is tough right now, and the job market's tough right now. But I think sometimes we always live in fear. What if, and instead we don't take care of ourselves, and we don't take care of our we need to take care of our mental health, and we need to live life. I think people stop living life, and we miss opportunities, right? And so I told her, I said, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of that you're focusing on school, and I'm proud of that you're taking care of yourself. And jobs come and go. She's young enough, and she's smart enough, and good things are going to happen to her. So um, it just that's right. I feel like that's how it is sometimes. I feel like we're we feel like we're stuck, and when we should be living life, right? Everybody should be living life. But yeah, it's we need to say yes to the trip sometimes, and we need to just go for things, and get out of our comfort zone. And if we want to make things happen, we need to do things. And again, that's kind of why I like doing this channel, and I'm trying to change the stigma on pet loss, and different things like that. I could just be waking up every day, and not wanting to make a difference in the world, but I want to. And yeah, Saturdays again are fun days, and these are just kind of different topics or whatever. But right, yeah, exactly. Like I do YouTube, but I mean that's yeah, Saturdays are just kind of like these funny fun topics. But my Tuesday topics, and the other stuff is that's those are my that's what I live for. I live to that's I want to change the world. I want to make a difference. That's what I want to do. Um, so, and hopefully, hopefully the channel, the things will spread, and more people will find get there'll be more traffic on the channel, or more people will find um, if they need pet loss help, or they'll find the channel. So, and then it'll explode, and things will happen, right? So, um, but Dave says that's why our pets are important, that they could take. Yeah, right, exactly. Um, right, your pets can take your mind off of bad things in life. Well, and you're yeah, that's and not everything in life. Not in every, I would. You said that, and she looked up. Because not everything in life is so horrible and serious, right? And I think you turn on the TV, and there's all this shit on TV, right? And I think that's everything that's highlighted on TV is so bad. And oh, hang on, I gotta get the potato back. Um, right. So, like everything on the TV is so bad, and it I think it takes our focus away on everything that's good. So um, I don't know, when Michelle says when Bubba used to fall over instead of helping up, I used to help himself up. Now yeah, right. Well, and Michelle, that was huge. I mean, again, you you know, um, I was gonna say, yeah, Dave, Michelle had her dog Bubba, like she totally like rehabbed her dog, um, and I'll show you some pictures. I'll send you some pictures of her when she rehabbed her dog. But she totally like rehabbed her dog, and uh, the vets didn't give him a lot of hope, but she did. She totally like retaught him how to walk again, and um, I mean that's love. That's love, and you're a dog person too, just like the rest of us on here, and um, it's it's a it's a rocking potato, um, but again, it's yeah. Peg says, yeah, Bubba was with the right owner. It, but when they give us unconditional love, that's that's what we do, right? Just like just with our kids, just like with our kids, we what's wrong? Just like with our kids, we love them like just like anything. So, um, but anyways, I appreciate everybody coming on, and I'm so glad that everybody's here. And Dave, I'm finally glad that you figured it out on how to stop on by today. Again, Tuesdays are our pet loss day, and uh, Saturdays are fun day. I hope everybody is going to have a good rest of your Saturday. I'm going to try to get some really cool videos this week, something different. You're exactly right. Teaching each other how strong we are. Again, because we, we just have to tune out what's going on in the world sometimes, because there's so much good in the world, and I tell that to the people I work with all the because I think we get wrapped up with some of the garbage out there, and there's so much more good in the world, and there's so many more good people in the world, and that's what we need to concentrate on. That's what we need to concentrate on. How we can make a difference, and just be there for one another. So, but until Tuesday, if you don't have a friend, you have a few now. Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pet loss support. Please tell all your friends. Share, like, comment, and subscribe. Saturday is going to be another fun day, and we will have other videos in between then. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good rest of your night. Take care. Rosie says good night, even though I think she's going to fall asleep. But thank you guys. Thank you. Take care. Happy Valentine's Day. See you later. Bye bye. See you later. Bye. Bye. Stay safe.